Welcome to PC Gamer Radio, and today we are WTF is Factorio, and this game, when I saw Lipstick playing it, I'm like, what the hell is that thing? He said he's going to tell me all about it, which will go in a minute, and I just want to apologize on behalf of Lipstickpaddy, because his Mexican wife, you can hear her talking in the background in Spanish during some parts of this video, so we do apologize on behalf of the studio, but we wanted to get this video out of you quickly, so without further ado, Lipstick, are you there? Please take it away. Now, after 5 years of early access, it's finally got to version 1, which means it's out. Now if you look at the graphics here, it looks actually quite nice here, but it looks nothing like this, but I think this could be Factorio 2 as it goes into this beautiful look here. Now I'm at the menu here because the game is funny. It is funny. It has some kind of developer naivety to it, where it's not doing things that are usual. Now, in the single player, the tutorial might as well be called the mini campaign, because it is nothing like a tutorial at all. In fact, I've done the first 4, and I'm up to number 5. And what it's basically doing is holding your hand a little bit, saying that you need to construct this and you need to construct that, but sometimes it says you need to do this and it's like, how do I do that? Now, it's not that bad actually when you do that. We're going to go to this abandoned rail base. I haven't done this, and I just want to I've come in and had a look at it, but I've not actually done it. And I want to show you what the last bit of the tutorial looks like, because if there's anything this game does on the first, the first look at it, it's going to blow your mind at how ridiculously complex it is. Now, these things flash up in the tutorial, and it's like, what does it even mean? Like, I prefer if this was coming through gameplay. I do kind of understand what it's doing here. After I've played the first couple of tutorials, but and some of these you've seen before, so it's kind of out of place and a little bit weird. Anyhow, in the previous tutorial I had to make this car, and each tutorial mission, which is like a mini campaign, takes about an hour each. They are long. This car was an absolute nightmare to make, it really was. Now it's pulled me to this base. As you can see, you can move around. You can even shoot your gun when you've got enemies, but and you can see here all these abilities here. They need fuel and they need power, and he's got these kind of fast conveyor belts. Now, I could rip all this up if I wanted to, but there's like a story going on the bottom left here that they were researching some advanced tech, and if I repair this base, then we can get it up to date. So the objective is very vague. Repair the base is all it's saying. Now in my bag I do have some resources that I put in the car. So I'm going to pull these. Oh, sorry, where's the car? Where's the car? I'm going to pull these out. Notice I brought 20 gun turrets for this mission, and I have no idea where the enemies... Oh, I do. The radar is up, so they're going to be coming from the south, and they're going to be coming from the north. So let me just put in some... There's going to be some ore here anyway, so I'm going to put some cannons down for the fun of it. And we're going to give that some bullets. We do have a lot of bullets. Where are they? Did I pull them from the car? I should have put bullets in. What's going on? Why didn't I drive the car down there? That's a good question. 200 bullets I brought over. Where is it? From the last mission. It's because it nicked it. The car nicked it. Alright. Now I've got to put some bullets into this, and you can right click this to say break it up. But I can't like stack it there, it's so annoying. Urgh. I've got to like take it from that. I only wanted to give it maybe 12. That's plenty. It's 12 full rounds. And you see, I've got to do this again. And it's like, oh my god. Like these strange things. Why can't I just break it up in my bag? Why auto-stacking? And there's these little naiveties that this guy's been working on it for 3 years and he doesn't realize that it needs some kind of help. Alright, it's weird, the car. It's like you've got to rotate the car like you're playing a game from the 1990s. But hey. Now, the red on the map is up here, and I don't really want to put the... Well, there's coal there, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to put them here. Let's get out of the car. Now I'm playing on a quad HD screen here, and this is very small, and it can be difficult. Now I've actually got to drag this out, and one of the really annoying things about it is, if I get attacked now, I can't right click and say I don't want to click. I can't right click cancel. I've got to go into my bag, and I've got to drop it in my bag if we're getting attacked, and it's so clunky. Oh. You're kind of seeing here the naivety in the dev. Like, he didn't realize this was a problem. It really is. Especially when you're getting attacked. It's so in your face. It can be really annoying. Hey up. Anyway, I'm showing you some of these bad quirks here. And the night cycle's coming, so they may attack. I've got 3 turrets. I should have really put 10 up. But, well, I want to see what's happened. So, first things, get the power to this bloody place. You can see damage here to the conveyor belt needs to be repaired, and the pipes here are all been deleted. Now, I have the future tutorial has kind of told me what's going on here. We've effectively got water. Get off the conveyor belt. You've got water pumping underground, which is getting fed into the steam here, and the steam is then producing the steam, which is then going underground. Here it looks like the maybe, and they seem the wall is down here as if it was getting attacked from this top right quarter. Maybe I just can't see that. Let's put some guns here just in case, because again, the tutorial is nothing like a tutorial at all. It's nonsense to call it a tutorial. So yeah, a mini campaign. Oh my god. Oh, 10 is enough. Trust me, 10 is enough. I don't know why it just doesn't let you stack them in your bag. It's really kind of weird. But when we get this up, we are going to try and repair this up and get the power up. Ooh, there's a laser turret. There's something new, and it does need power. We've got this kind of stuff. Now, if you go into your bag here, this on the right is kind of your stuff you can build. Logistics is for moving, and production is things that make stuff. Intermediate products, these are things that are needed to construct other things. And you've got like combat things here, so heavy armor, which they've given my character, because I did have that. I think it might have carried over from the last one. Let's just check the... Yes, it did. All the research I did in the last round, military 2, it actually... Oh, military 1, sorry. I researched this in the last level and it carried it across. So there is some continuity between these levels. It appears that there is There should be power coming during the day, I think is what this is happening. And this is like an automatic door, which is nice. The first time I've seen that. So fuel is coal. I'm assuming that they've got... Right, if I put electricity to this, it should power these mines and we'll start to get coal coming down here. So let's rock and roll with that. We are going to bridge it together. There we go. The mines are now working. Now look, I've just put that up here and I don't want it anymore. I have to press the button to go in my bag and then I've got to drop it in my bag. I can't just right click. Ugh. Now, this needs to be repaired. Now, you've got to take everything simple in this game, one step at a time. You can see here the coal. 3 of these electric produces a lot of coal. You can see the coal is going in and it's automatically feeding... should be automatically feeding these engines. The conveyor belts broke here as well. And that needs one of these to pick from the conveyor to fix it. Okay, now we need these pipes fixed. Now, what you're seeing here is like how you build stuff, and it's very complicated here. I think this is an underground pipe, and it's very expensive to make an underground pipe, so I'm not even going to try it. And why it was even put there in the first place is beyond me. I'm going to do a cheaper way. Like I said, the underground pipe is expensive, so we're just going to push this through. I've got to break a little path here. Anyway. Oh, it's really damaged this base. That should be now powering, and these things are destroyed again. It's funny how that one destroyed doesn't reach, and I've got to put an intermediary one in. We'll get a tower out there to the laser tower, which is all good. Oh, dropping it in the bag. And I'm guessing these need to be refixed as well to connect all these up. So we need to make production a steam engine, and we need 3 of 4 steam engines, obviously. A massive base. Let's rotate that. If you do place something that you don't like, you can just rip it up and it goes into your bag, so no problem. No problem with that. Now, once we get the power up... Are you producing electricity? I don't even think there's demand for electricity during the day because of this up here. Hang on, what's going on? There's a problem with the coal coming in. Again, look, we can just get rid of this expensive. Let the coal come in and let these steam do its job. In fact, if we're going to maximize, repair it fully, let's get some steam on. Now, as you can see, it's like a factory lines where one thing leads into another thing, a bit like Settlers, but it's more industrialized. And it's like a puzzle, and working out that puzzle on what to build is very fun indeed. It really is. I can't stress how fun the game is. It does have a quirky bits about it, but you get kind of used to the foibles of it. And hopefully you can patch that out when as more people get their hands on it. What's this thing doing in the middle here? Come on, put it into here. What's going on? This needs to rotate around to get that working. You see what I mean by this little puzzle? How are you not getting coal there? It should be feeding it in. Maybe the demand. It's all going off demand at the minute, so it's only producing, and there's pipes fixing up here. Right. So the tutorial is long because you've got to kind of wait for research to come in. And the research that was coming in, I had a lot of research stations going on, and it still took a while for it to come in, which you know, was kind of okay to do, because I was kind of still like working out stuff to do and all that good stuff. Now there's the power going on. Now if we come, there's the autosave. Let's come out of here. No attack yet. All good. Now these mines are going into different stuff, all this good stuff, and these are all broken. This is a huge conveyor belt which is putting stuff on a train, it looks like. So this is the train track, which is completely new, and we've got guns in here too. They got bullets in? They do. Look, 35. So they want fuel. You can put it in manually, but it makes, basically it's going to be taking coal off the conveyor belt. So this conveyor belt should have coal coming through on it, but it doesn't. So that's something to fix. This out here just looks a bit of a mess. It looks like the factory's out here and a bit of solar power, and the wall out here got destroyed too. So lots of fun things to look at. Research, as you go through each stage of the tutorial, it gives you new stuff to do. This one here is going to give me armor piercing rounds, grenades, landfill, place on water. We've got advanced processing plants, which give me a steel furnace, which gives me more recipes. We can railway, we're obviously going to need that to fix the railway. Tool belt, which expands my inventory. I think you're going to need that to put grenades on your belt. Research lab speed 1, so this will upgrade your research lab. You can see if it gives it a 20% extra speed, and for example the ammo one that I got increases the speed. You can see here 10% shotgun, 10% bullet. I also got this one last round, which is 10% extra damage, so all this good stuff. And I'm going to have to research solar energy. In fact, I haven't even got any research going on this level. I'm looking at this mess over here. Did he have research anywhere? Maybe. Research does need a lot of materials. Weird, actually. It's weird how that one works. But I'm going to show you combat anyway. But just to give the impression, this is what your job is going to be. It's not always kind of repairing. As you can see here, I don't think it has research, so you're going to have to construct the research stations as well, and get the whole conveyor belts going to automatically feed them. If you decide to feed it yourself, you're running around back and forth around your base and you're moving all over the stuff, and it can be a little bit tedious. So the joy of automating it up is something nice indeed. Let me put these mining drills down, because this is kind of annoying me that these aren't working. We'll fix this track, because it's nice to see what the level looks like when you've got everything working. Yeah, your character can't reach it is what it's trying to say. Just repair. The red is something I researched, and it makes it's a lot faster, the red. It's kind of when you want to fix stuff, and you can just paint it over the top like I'm doing here to get it working. This is a weird conveyor. It's the furnaces are making it, then it's going on this back conveyor. Going where? To a factory. Alright. Now, you can see here, I'm kind of looking at this and working out the puzzle, and I'm realizing that everything I'm doing here is kind of coming. What they wanted to do here, I'm seeing it. What is that? What was that supposed to be? Did the conveyor belt split into two? Did it have a splitter and put coal down there? Ooh, I don't know what that bit is. Yeah, so there's a bit of a puzzle still to be done, but I'm going to show you some combat. Let's go to the car and give it some bullets. I wish the bag was a little bit more organised, because it can get full of stuff in here. We're going to do a night raid on these people up here. I'm taking it easy, because it does go fast, and I want to make sure. Now I'm just holding spacebar. It automatically kills the first thing that's near me. Go back, car! The car has 0 armor. Right, I'm getting out. They've got a defensive turret, which is this bit here, but I'm guessing at night I can't really see what I'm attacking, so it's my bad attacking at night. Right, there's the defense tower down, so I should be able to nuke this. There's another defensive tower. Now here on my bar, this green bar, it does recharge if you're out of combat for a little bit. You can see there now. I wish the combat was you had to aim. I really did. This auto aim for me takes the joy of combat a little bit. There's that tower that I want to make sure I'm getting. Ooh, that's like acid on me. Let me just get away from that, just in case something big comes out. Now, enemies types are going to get much bigger. I know that. So the game is got stacks full of stuff to come. I know, like these production assembly machines 1 and 2, they go up much bigger, the factories in the game. They really do. So production lines are going to get vastly more complex as you go through the game. Now, if you take out an area, it's worth scouting around, because you can find stuff. I've upgraded my axe just to see how fast that new axe is. It's pretty good. it's just like scouting around, because sometimes you can find interesting stuff on the ground. Just a big rock. Stuff you're kind of looking for is trunks and treasures and things like that that have maybe fallen. Whoa, it's really big up here. The map at the top right is deceivingly large. So yeah, I'm going way off piste here just for searching for stuff, but might as well come here with my car if I think there's no threat. Oh look, the map is actually rotating, so it's seriously larger than I thought. And I'm guessing this blackness is because we've not seen it, maybe? So maybe there is a threat at the top right. Let's go and have a look. You can build roads and things like that also, and you can really turn the map into like an industrial zone. Yeah, there is enemies down here, for sure. No problem with that machine gun, no problemo. You've got no defenses, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The reason I'm moving the cursor is just because I want my guy to look in the direction. It's not like it needs to be accurate. There we go. So I guess if that's why you've got the car, is to scout areas out much bigger and all that good stuff. As you can see, as the game in this tutorial is showing you more stuff, it becomes more endearing and more juicy. And if you've got to upgrade this line, it's so large, the line, and it looks like it needs electricity as well. It's going to be like a massive repair job, this level. So I'm seeing this as like a 3-hour mission. I swear, what I'm experience of the other levels. How do I get back? There we go, M button. So from what I'm seeing, to get the base up and running and start producing stuff for me and fix all this railway, I don't even know about railway construction. There's going to be new factories coming online. Just get back to base. You can repair stuff as well. You get repair. You get repair things for your guy to hold as well. Like say you've got limited stuff on your belt that you can wear, all that good stuff. They have a strange character button here, and I can kind of change my guy into red, but that isn't persistent. That won't go over the next level, unfortunately. So there's like these little things that aren't working, but batteries and shields that you can get here, it looks like there's a little bit of good RPG here. There's going to be a lot of depth in the bone here. The research level is telling me a little bit more. Gates, stronger explosives, and I don't know how big this is. There is also this concept of blueprints, which I have no idea what this is, but there's some more advanced stuff you can build. Let's just see if I can attack this base to the south. So really, it's kind of creating the factory line. So get the ore, bring it into where the ore needs, you know, refine the ore into a certain material. Then they go to factories, then they make something that then makes something else. Whoa, whoa, there's a lot here. There's a lot here. A lot here. Taking out this threat is absolutely definite. They don't seem to be that aggressive on my base. It seems they get more aggressive when you start doing stuff, is what I understand. So, as I'm not doing stuff in my base, they're certainly passive. Oh crap, I ran out of ammo. Let's just melee this guy with my axe. There we go. Oh, another one's after me. Let's see my turrets. Run! There they go, the turrets did their job. There's like a little hole here going underground. What's this? Spaceship wreck. Interesting. Now, obviously the map's not been completely done, and I absolutely need to scout that out to see where the enemies are, and I need to definitely go on them. When you've got your factories up and running and everything's running smoothly, you can see here, the ore here is just not getting used by anybody, and the ore is kind of sharing the same line. You can actually put it to split it up onto 2 lines if you want to put a split on it. Go to crafting, go to logistics, the inserter, the filter, the inserter, the burner, the fast insert. It's one of these, isn't it? A splitter. We're going to need a fast splitter for fun. The bottom left, you can see it getting created. Just grab it out of your bag. We're going to need to put a splitter on. It's so big, and it's going to be a double track. Oh. Was that supposed to be a double track coming down? I don't think so, guys. Put that back in my bag. Why has it not got power down here? It doesn't matter if there's no power there, because what's happening is these lines are going nowhere. Just training here. So you can kind of see what kind of game it is. It's going to get more complex as you go through it. This is the end of this tutorial mini campaign, and then you can go into that. So let's see what else you get on the meat on the bone. So I'm just going to save this because I do intend to you can see this nice one that in fact I can maybe show you this one that I did in the other one. So let me call this in game number 2. Let me show you a factory that's working then. Got these tips and tricks and blah, 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 blah. Now this is the other tutorial, and it's certainly more simple, and I've built these roads so you can speed around. You can see the map's really small. I've taken out all the enemies on this one, and what I've done here, I put a box, and the guns are taken from my box, essentially, and like I say, the maximum they're going to take is 10, and that's quite a lot that they have. So basically, if they need ammo, the arm gives it. It's auto loading, so that's really cool tech. And so what's happening here is I've got no auto fueling here, so I've got to come here and give it some ore just to make it happy. You're going to have to keep running around and making sure stuff isn't, because it's going to be impossible to automate everything, so you're going to need to kind of run around and see if things are happy. You can see ore here on the ground. It's going to run out of ore, and I'm going to have to re-establish this power line over here, which I end up doing when I finish this mission. So I will extend the base down here in the future. I'm creating research. You can see I've got an express line, because when research comes in, see it slowly making, it fires across the conveyor belt, and it's going up here into my research zones. It will get picked off and put in, and then into a box. The box has lots in there, and then the box will auto load it when the thing needs more. In fact, I actually put a 3rd research station, so I made it a trio, because the higher tech levels here take ages to do. In fact, this car is maybe 10 minutes of research time when you've got 6 of them. So just think about that. Here, though, it's basically mine the ore. Ore goes on conveyor belt. Conveyor belt's putting the ore into a furnace. Furnace is making copper tiles. Copper tiles are put on the conveyor belt. Conveyor belt comes down here, puts some of it in a box so I can collect, and it puts some of it into the research station, which needs copper plate. It also needs iron gears. Well, iron gears up here. We've got iron getting mined. It's coming down here, going into the furnace. The furnace is making iron. Iron's coming down. It's now getting picked up, putting into the factory. Factory's making cogs. Cogs now feeding into these research assembly stations. Now you can kind of see kind of the automated process. Now, if I come down to this green one here, it needs transport belt and an inserter. Well, if you set a factory up to do that, it needs 3 incomes. You need to feed it 3 things to make one of them, so it becomes more complex to feed a green. And if you look at this, let's say don't do that. Let's say, oh, factory, go back to green. This, I'm just self-feeding here, and I'm making this stuff manually and just feeding it in. Research. If I go to a research station, you can see all these levels of research that you will get in the game. So automated science, logistics, military, chemical, production, utility, and space. So, oh my god, I've only just scratched the surface on the depth of this game. It's so deep and mysterious, and that is why it's fascinating, peeps. It really is. And you can see this is working. I'm basically just waiting for research to come in now. I can do some redevelopment to bring more ore in, and trust me, if you've got downtime waiting for research, do look around the map, do look for spots. Do look for spots that you can mine, because it's kind of practice and stuff like that. And this mining up here, look how far away it is. And potentially, if stuff is out here, this is where you might be building a railway to bring it in, because your fast conveyor belt is still going to take a year to come down here. The research has come in, and it's a shame it doesn't give you more information about the research, or it isn't a little bit more jazzy and stuff like that. But I guess this is new IP, 1 developer, 5 years production, just come out of early access, and you know, it has these little quirks, but it is still mega fun, really fun. Now let me go to the main menu. Now the single player, once you get through the tutorial, it has this free play, where your task is to launch a rocket into space. That's going to be great because you got a fresh canvas, and it looks great. And if you look at the E3 video of Factorio, you got to see like larger enemies that are coming towards you. So that's all good stuff. And we did see laser turrets, which excites me highly. And hopefully there'll be laser weapons and stuff like that. There is also scenarios. These look like, you can see bigger enemies coming in here, and supply challenge, like how you're going to get the supply around this level. So interesting stuff here. So is there much to do in the game? Well, these tutorials are very meaty. They do take long. I think the rail base will take me 3 hours. You've got the free play. Who knows how long that's going to be? It could be a 20-hour mission. Now, not even touched these. There's a PvP. What's going on here? Weird. Did it even need this 5 years? You could have been in here polishing this up even more. How do you know people are going to play this PvP? I don't know. Anyhow, they've even got team stuff, sandbox, which they're calling God mode, and this rocket rush. This is trying to launch it very quick, and there's I didn't really show you the achievements in the game, but the achievements are all based on building, constructing things in a certain amount of time. Like your factory is super efficient. That is kind of the achievements are based on. But I expect more of this stuff to get developed. I think the developer has brought it out, yes, because it's stable and it's polished to an extent now, but I think he needs to extend. And I really like the tutorial, how the story goes between them. I would like to see a bit more of this stuff. So yeah, Factorio, it's got lots of meat on here to get into the game and get into how good it is, and hopefully we'll get to see some Factorio extra stuff coming down the line, which gives us some meaty more challenges to do, because it is looking like a passion project, which is fantastic. So is a little bit daft, quirky, what I call naivety, working on your own project. Sometimes when you work on that same thing, you don't see the obvious, which is like right-clicking when you don't need it. Why have you got to open the bag and slot it in the bag and then close the bag? That's 3 buttons if you don't want to build it. And if you're getting attacked, that means you've got 3 buttons to press before you can even shoot your gun when they're all surrounding you. So a little bit clunky in that regard. But hey, it's great. I really do like it. And I've shown you a bit of just a slice of it here. And there's going to be obviously tons to explore. And even though I've really only kind of spoiled the tutorial a little bit, certainly this massive project here to go into space from nothing, this is going to need researching everything. This is going to be fantastic to do. So there you go, Factorio peeps. I hope you check it out. I'm having a blast playing it, and I really can't wait to play more. So there we go, peeps. On that bombshell, I'm Lipstickpaddy. You've been listening to PCGamer Radio. You take care, have fun, and bye-bye for now. Well, thanks for watching. And if you remember, you can please subscribe and like the video. And don't remember, you can also hit the bell for notices on the channel. Yeah, we've also got a Twitter you can see on our banner, so check that out too. So take care and bye-bye.